So as soon as I paused it, Rig wants to break it 620. He's already at 32. As you can see, I'm already up, I think 100 or so, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, on the account for the day. And yeah, let's crack 2,000 on this account. And yep, so now I have 250 shares and I have these contracts. Let's see if this really starts to move and pick up. I can take out some of these targets at 35, 40. We gonna let them go, but we gonna keep some though. But we gonna get, yeah, so at least half if we can, because we do know that the market giveth and the market taketh away. If you know what I mean. So yeah, so I'll just monitor it like we got my sell orders. Not really gonna look at it too much, but yeah, this is live trading. I'll pause this and come back when things develop more. All right, just want to update you guys up about 185 on the day on this account. These are near break even, while these are up about 30%. We're gonna hold on. Let's see how much we can get it today because the movement is crazy for now. Like it really is. Really is. I actually wish I had bought some weeklies as well, but it's all good. Um, so then on the Thinkorswim side, you can see almost right there, almost there. You see we up on there. First contract's gonna start at 35, so I already get that chilling. And I got it at 40. You know what? Instead of two at 40, I'm gonna start one at 40 because this is like this can go. This can go. So we're gonna just start slowly taking profits. Meanwhile, this lead, I'm just gonna let it hold it down, and I'm gonna hold these two and see how crazy they get. And I think days from now. So that's that. Um, yeah. So on the chart, yeah, hit that first target, next target. I'm telling you, when rig gets going, that that rig, bro, when it gets going, it's a big rig. So we gonna let that keep going. We gonna watch. Tap in for the next update. Hey, what's up, guys? My first contract sold out of these. Hey, you almost cracking that 2K. Um, so yeah, as you can see, rate is passing. Let me go stay on the hourly and look at the hour. This is strong. This can really go crazy just today. I feel like I should have got some weeklies as well. Honestly, I might just do that. Might just do that as well. Like add, you gotta learn to add to your winners. And this is a winner. I'm gonna add to this. Going to add on this side, guys. We had cracked 16, so we have about 175 on the day. Actually, let me refresh it. We have 188 on the day. So we cracked 16 on this side. Um, yeah. Oh, we cracked 200 on this side. All right, but I want to get some weeklies, so let's add to our winners. So what I'll do, I'll add about. This will be slow because can't deposit too much. This will be my last. Do the last instant deposit, and then I'm gonna buy weekly. Probably a $6 call or 650. Might do the 650 next week. Let's see. Let's see what we could do. But definitely have to milk this right now. Um, all right, we're gonna milk this right here. And I already have several contracts, so I'm just gonna add weekly because I know it will appreciate faster, and I can sell it today. Should have been done that honestly. Been, but anyway. You go to rig. Go to here. Let me show you guys how to do it in Robinhood. So then they go to trade options. 3 days. So these are gonna be 3 days. So what I'll do, I'll buy in the money, even though they're $30. Or I can go 1 week out and maybe even buy these. I already have these on I? Yeah, I do. Um, hold on. Do I have these? I have. Which ones do I have? Oh no, I don't have these because I think I have the one for. I have so many of these, losing track of my expirations. So at 426, and I just bought these for 4 or 5. Yeah, let me buy some more for next week. Let's do it. Let's do it. Watch this. $60. Here's what I'm gonna do with it. Buy some next week contracts out the money, at the money. You could even say almost. Um, so April 5th. It's going for $10. Let me get 6 of them. If I can get 6. If they'll let me. Okay. 5 or 6. What? That last one didn't get filled. I bet you the price is moving. But either way, now I got a new position. 5 contracts got filled at $10. They're going for 11. I'm not gonna run after the 6 1. If I want to come down, they can. If not, that's fine. You know. But notice there was $6 at the beginning of the day. We already at 11. Momentum is picking up. Um, yeah. So as you can see, this is what it's like once you find something. You learn to add to your winners. You learn to press them, and that's what we're doing today. We're about 225 on the day on this side, and I don't remember what the beginning balance. I think it was like 17 and change. So yep, $10 away from 2K on this side. So, and these are up over 100% right here. This money, I put in these leaps. I probably would have been better served if I had picked shorter term contracts, but slow money is good too. So we're not gonna complain. We just locked up that money. It's better than the savings. Leap options. So now I see 38. So my next sell is at 40, and then I'll do 44 or 45 for the next one. That's how you do it. Well, Rick's about to go off today, y'all. I'll tap in with you after. Well, we're about to break that. I'll tap in after we break it. All right. All right. See y'all. Quick update. We cracked 2K. We got this side still holding these at my next order at 40 right here. These leaps are up, holding these. We up 100% on this side. On the other side, we up about 250 and climbing early, still early. Got some new contracts. Let me show you guys real quick. Just bought these real quick. Nothing serious, just the leftover bread. So I'll let you guys once we crack the next target at 635. That's 630. See you guys shortly. Hey, we hit the next private target. I sold some at 40. We have 41. Next one's at 45. Probably put one at 50 just to see. Why not, right? Let's see what prices have to hit. Prices have to hit for that to happen. Let's go. 50 would be at 46. Let's do 49. Oh, we actually could have actually hit 46. Let me put it back on 50. Yeah, so those are my next 2 sell orders. Yeah, I could have made more than the sleep, but I'll still take the profit. I'll still take it. Profit is profit. Meanwhile, on the other side, as you see, Ray hit TP2 hit. Next TP4 coming up next. TP4 is gonna be like say 44 or something like that. Let's see, this is where we go to the left to see where the past prices were. Yeah, somewhere around here. 650 is the next, yeah, 650 is the next target. All right. So yeah, Ray's having a hell of a day today. As you can see on this side, these are up. I just got these up 30%. You can see we have about 265 on the day and counting. That's oh, my fault. 359 on the day and counting. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Can we so we cracked 2K on this side. Can we crack 2K on this side? That'd be crazy. Let's see. That'd be crazy if it happens today though. That's what it is. Because yeah, my shares, I have 142 shares, so I'm also up on my shares. They're almost well, I'm not. up yet per se, but I was down so much more that I'm technically up. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Yep. So next, like I said, next target. Oh, TP. Yep, we got smash 35, 650. Here we go. But what I'll do, I'll do an in between mark at 642. Let me know we hit 640s. Wow, what a hell of a day though for Rig. Let's go, Rig. Wow. So here we are. All right, I guess I'll tap in once we hit 640. Yeah, so this is my. If you guys subscribe to my channel,
tap into the channel, yo.
Out there, some of you guys know me as Creative Minds. This is yours truly, Rachel Joseph. Welcome to Trading the Markets. Now, over here, we're going to break down the markets into bite-sized pieces so that you can understand and digest via our class recap videos. So classes are free Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This whole thing switched. We don't do that no more. The schedule.
You gotta update them. You know what?
So you can sign up for the gold tier, where you get everything in the silver tier, plus my personal stock and options trades with a complete battle plan.
No, if you had a caption, no, if you had some pets, you know.
So all this for $20 per month in my gold tier. Now,
so just cut out the amazing shit.
You just feel my mission. You know, you look at everything that this kid is talking about, and I provided some guidance. Sure, we do this video.
Okay.
$4 each. All right. So I like to give a big thanks to everybody that signed up, everybody that attends class, and know that 90% of traders are failures. But over here, we consistent winners.
If you do the transition, boom, it's like a big sound.
I like that.
You know what I mean? Nigga slap this hand on the table.
Transition. I'm writing this down.
And you see how you took your hat off at the end? It's a heavy ass mouse, nigga.
All you gotta do is this.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, why is it so heavy? It's weird. How do you click? Regular?
Yeah.
So, click that.
Class, we're gonna learn how to be profitable in the market, all right? See you guys all in. Thank you very much. So what are you saying?
I just like how you took the hat off.
So my people ask me, like, why'd you do that? Like, why'd you take the hat off?
It just looked good. Your hair was done?
I don't think it was.
It was?
It was? What's that?
Yeah, just be like, right, update, schedule, update, packages. Are you gonna change your packages or
Packages are the same.
they're the same? Are you adding or removing value anywhere?
Because basically, I have the $6 a month where you get the videos only, or the $20 a month where you get the classes and the videos and my trade. So most everybody's just been signing up for the gold tier.
Right.
They want the access to that.
Shit.
Yeah. But if you really want, and you're new, you could pay $6 a month and just get the
videos.
Yeah, just the videos only.
The videos don't know because
it's just directly the thing about the videos is like if you're a beginner, you're not gonna be able to ask me questions.
Right.
So
because you don't understand what you're saying. Like you're speaking in code to these people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when you put up the numbers, I'll be like, bro, if I showed you my screen, bro, you'll be like, what am I looking at? But it's like if I play it for you, you'll understand it a little bit different. If I explain to you what each step is.
And this is at Jim's office. This is a really great location. Mm-hmm. But
that one got 62 views. That's good.
Just 62?
61. Like this one video right here. 2 months ago, 61 views, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, somebody's watching. Somebody's watching it.
The video was good.
Nigga did it.
Or past trades of the week.
This is a public video?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was black.
Oh, Bossy. Hey. You know Bossy? No, you didn't know.
It went down. I was like $24. It went down after that, but I was like, you know what? I could see that.
Because I also have a text group, and he's part of my text group, and like I'll drop my trades the moment I enter, and he'd be like on it. You know, a couple of us. You know,
That's good. Niggas organize a team.
yeah. And like, yeah, people drop their trade ideas too, but I just always just drop mine. It's called Witchel's Option Traders. Like 10.
You have a logo for that?
The logo is trading markets.
Mm.
Yeah, I just trading markets is the whole brand for all this. Mm. You seen the logo, right?
I haven't seen it, but I seen it on Instagram.
Yeah.
It was they tapped in like niggas.
Like, you just need to, yeah.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
Like that, like if it happens a lot, people with epilepsy that be having like seizures with like the flashes, like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
With a lot of movement.
Damn.
It makes them feel like dizzy.
You can't watch a lot of things.
Yeah. That's why you ever seen seizure warnings? You never seen that?
Yeah.
Seizure warnings? You ever seen those on like videos and stuff?
Nah.
They're like, this video has a lot of light flashes. And, that's what I'm saying. Like, check out your own shit. Pay attention. Be like, what would you like to see more from yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I need
Oh,
to
talking about
too.
Bitcoin.
I need to know too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, good look. It's like, you know, all this content I'm ingesting, I need to ingest myself.
Right.
Yeah.
And study yourself.
Study
That's why I
myself.
tell all my friends when they like with tape, bro. I'm like, study your tape. Because you don't know what you just did. You don't just pass it by. Watch it and be like, what do I like from this? What do I not like from this? And then you can decide how to adjust it from there.
We're already doing it, so that's
Right.
that's just get crazy. Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing
All right. On here. I was confused. Like, since when did we hear that? Like, obviously it didn't happen then. Like, he wilding with you. Yo, the volume on the rig is crazy.
Bro, I see it, man.
Crazy. What? Just buy and put time on it, man. I bought my Leap today, expiring in 2025. $7 call.
What was it, $7?
Yep, $7 call by January. It's gonna beat that. You know what I mean?
You think it's gonna beat it? Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because the first test for real is $7. So if Rick can't get over $7, then it might really back up. But the high that it made way back in it made a high $8.89. $8.89.
Hope it breaks that, man.
But the first big target next is 680. Well, if we get through 680, Now we got to try to break that wall to $7. There's a wall at $7 by
Looking healthy.
yeah, because on the so the way I do this right is like I look at the May 19th contracts and I look at the open interest and the highest number of open interest, which is contracts that's open, it's at the $7 strike price. So that's where it's going to be a lot of orders for them to try to overcome. But since we broke through the first target that I said, like before last week, that was at 596. Look how easily we ate through $6 like toilet paper, bro.
Bro,
Bro, like toilet paper. I was like, what? Because remember, I said this is where like it's gonna struggle after, but nope, nope. But you had 2 red days, so if you had the puts, that's why I said take profits quick. You had 2 days to take puts, though. You had 2 days, and whenever you have these strong days and you get these 2 days, guess what that is? Healthy, healthy. Yeah, healthy.
I got in on PLTR too because I saw that.
Oh, word?
Possibility too.
Okay, because yeah, they came down quite a bit. Okay,
Yeah,
so whenever the market comes back up, they should come back with the market.
Yeah.
And the market was red earlier. It went up a bit. Now the market's kind of like staying in the middle. Okay, so the market could definitely go up. After because it went down to a point that I don't think it's gonna go lower. Then you know what I mean. So like the low it went down was well. I'm looking at SPY right, and PLTR is gonna follow SPY. I already know that. You know what I mean?
I know that. That's good to know.
Yeah, PLTR because it's it was a defensive tech. It's like defensive tech. It's like let me see, technologies, Palantir Technologies. They do package software, so the 25% of SPY is tech. You feel me?
Okay.
So what tech does is gonna drag SPY or push it up.
Okay.
Because in order for the SPY to still stay up, you need financials and healthcare, which are the next two biggest sectors, to hold it up. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm glad you told me PLTR works off of five because I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah, and I learned something new today too, bro. I learned about XOP. XOP, yeah, that's the S&P 500 oil and gas exploration and product ETF.
Oh wow. Okay.
So what is rig? Contract drilling. That's oil exploration. That's the industry. You know what I mean? So what?
That's what rig is?
Yeah, rig is part of this. XOP.
I had no idea. That's
I mean, I just found it out today because I just I was just learning and learning about like the different sectors, like the different ETFs. There's like an ETF for everything. You know what I mean? The ETF for jets for all the planes. There's the ETF for biotech. There's the ETF for metals. There's the ETF for like oh yeah, Apple's been struggling.
Yeah, because they said that the guys, everybody else is going against them.
They sued him.
Yeah. So
But honestly, bro, Apple ain't going nowhere. It's just they just gotta pay a tax because they're too big. When you're too big, you just gotta pay a tax. Honestly, Apple's at a really good place to pick it up right now. To be honest, but you gotta put time on it. That's the thing. Apple's not cheap. It's not cheap. So you not only do you put time on it, you have to go out the money, right? But you can't go too far out the money.
no, you can't.
So for example, like if you look at the daily, like let me send you this picture, like because this is actually a good example of like how like to play options like a lot smarter. Like when you go out the money though, because the problem out the money is people be swinging for the fences. Nah, you know what I mean? Just try to like get it past second base. Drive. You know what I mean? Line driver. You feel me? Like you don't have to swing for the fences. But let me send this. I like Apple right here a lot, honestly. I'm like, if I had some extra cash, I might. That's a really good call right now. Nah, Apple's fire. I might have to throw some money in there and just grab something. You know what I mean? Long term though, but just right. You know what I mean? Like, let me send you this. Like, don't go too far. So it's like if you can't afford it, don't buy it, bro. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. Cause no point hurting yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing is about it's about low risk, right? So the reason why it's a good trade is because you see that box, like the yellow box.
See, just got it.
Matter of fact, let me hop in on demo while I'm talking to you. It's like let's plan this out. But you see how it's in that box? Like, let me know when you see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so all you have to do is put your stop loss under that box. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
179, 179.50 or something like that.
yeah, so if your stop loss is right there, you can set up where you're not risking shit, but you can make a lot. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So that's really all we gotta do. So like right now, Apple's at 171. Underneath that box is at 168.50. So that's a good $3 risk. So you gotta be able to risk $3. But if you aim for the high that Apple made back on Wednesday last week, that was 178. So that's 7 points up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you could risk 5 points down to make 7 points up. And mind you, that's just TP1 because if we get past that, it's up. You know what I mean?
So I'm looking at that right now.
But basically, what I'd be looking for is that double bottom when it starts to make that W. You feel me?
Mhm.
Once that W, like I'm a literally like draw on the chart. Like once it makes that W, because what might happen is that it's probably gonna go up, then come back down, and then maybe go up again, or it'll just go up right now. But the main thing is like if it gets past 173. You see like the high from Friday, if it gets past Friday high at like 173.17, the top of that, you see that
Yeah.
all up there is straight red. Remember, I told you that's called imbalance. Whenever you can get through that straight red, it's gonna eat through it. Whenever you have a big candle that just took out mad days, like that one,
Yeah.
you go the other way, treat it like a gap. It fills the gap. Price likes to fill gaps, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So at least you could play it up to like
Well,
170.
Apple technically would be kind of good anyway right now.
What'd you say?
So Apple technically would be good.
Yeah, it would be good. So on demo, I'm looking at if I was to buy it, I'm like I would aim for the high, right? The high is at 178.60, so maybe like 178, 179 call, right? But I gotta now see how much time to put on it. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at the ATR on the day. It's doing $3.63 per day, right? So if I needed to move $7, for instance, or even $8, that could happen in 2 to 3 days, right? But price can go up, price can go down. So I'll take those 3 days and I'll multiply by 7 or multiply by 5. You know what I mean? So 3 times 5 is 15, and 3 times 7 is 21. So I need between 2 to 3 weeks on the shit. You feel me? To
Okay,
be
okay.
safe. To be safe. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah. So if I look at next week and I go for the 179, they got 180. Or 180 is cheap for next week. 177 to 60. So all right, let me go out one more week. So the
I need
19th.
to long time,
19th.
but I don't think
19th. Let me look at the 19th. So 19th, that's like
Another thing I heard about Apple is that they had to use the USB-C. They had to get rid of the Lightning joint. Was that why they got sued or something?
I forgot what it was. I had seen that. I don't remember. I think it was just like the tax because like they have like the Apple the App Store. Like
Yeah.
they take 30% off the top, and it's like they control like basically they were saying that they said that they had a monopoly. Like Apple had a monopoly. Like they control too many industries. You know what I mean? But hey, they worked hard. They made it. Like but that's the same thing that happened to Rockefeller. You know how he had Standard Oil, U.S. Oil. So Rockefeller, they broke Standard Oil into like 32 different companies because it was too big. Because he literally would go out, buy out every single oil company and buy everybody out of business. And the bigger he got, the more he could do it. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So basically, once you get too big, you have to pay a tax. You can't just be out here. You gotta pay draft. Like that's why I fuck with Trap, Wall Street Trapper. Like you gotta pay draft. You can't just come on the block like, yeah, I'm out here. I'm gonna get as big as I want to. You know what I mean? So America is really, it's really gangs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just be bullying people.
Yeah, and countries too. You know, so but yeah, so okay. Oh wow, SQ came back. I'm surprised because I was down on these SQ calls on my demo and they came back today. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely mess with some rig though, some more though.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. Honestly, I'm just gonna play rig, bro. Like, there's nothing I'm more sure of. So until I find something else that like has a proper setup that like everything lines up. Because the thing about rig, I could fuck up and still win. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about it. Like, cause bad entry. Guess what? You got time. You know what I mean? It's like I have so many ways to help me because even if you get a bad entry, it's still gonna go up. You're just gonna be in there for the ride. You know what I mean? So so that's how I look at it because just to see what today happened, I'm like, all right, like really though, like today is crazy. So I'm like, today Ray doesn't just do one day. No, it's never one day, bro. It's never one day. It's at least two. You at least getting 2 days in a direction, and then you might get 2 days in another. Like you can even look at the chart, bro. Literally, I'm look like either it goes keeps going down, it keeps going up, or it's gonna play around. You know what I mean? But you got 2 days in the direction, and then 2 days in another direction. You know what I mean? And that's literally what happened. Like 2 red days and 2 green days and 2 red days, then 3 green days and 2 red days, then 4 green days, then 1 red day, then 1 green day, then 1 red day, then big green day, 2 red days, then 1 green day. You know what I mean? So it's like you could just see it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's actually really predictable. And honestly, I used to have a hard time trading it. Like that shit used to trick the fuck out of me. But then I realized anticipate it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like playing ball. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of anticipate stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't expect it to be surprised.
It's never smooth sailing. You can't. Oh, it's just gonna go straight to the price. No, it has to go back and forth. It has to come down some. You know what I mean? Because every time it comes down some, if the whole time it's been going up, it's just getting more buyers. It's just getting more. You know what I mean? Just getting more fuel. You know what I mean? And you realize it's like a flow. It's like a money flow. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like you life because one day you have money, next day you got no money, then you gotta have money, then you
There you go.
yeah.
So you can't just play around with that.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the flow because even now, bro, like I'm trading and I'm chilling. Like I don't know, I'm not even looking at this, bro. I'm looking at it right now though, but like before I was not even looking at this. You know what I mean? And it's like I already have my orders to take profit. They already took some profit.
Right.
I'm gonna wait till the next. Like for example, like my closest contract, April 5th, 11 days. So I bought 8. I got 6 left. I bought them at like I bought my average down to like 24. I sold Yeah, I had 8 contracts at 24. You know what I mean? So that's like what? That's like 200 almost. Cause what's the point, bro? Like I cracked 2K on my thing today on my Think or Swim. Yeah. And then my Robinhood, because mind you, I have stocks too. So my Robinhood went up to 18, but it's fluctuating and I don't care. You know what I mean?
Right, because you already up, because you made all that. Right?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm just gonna let it because I know like if I leave it alone, it can go way further than I know. But I'm gonna take profit along the way still. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Right?
But I know every time if I had just never sold nothing, it would have been more. But I don't care because that's not the point. The point is to be ready for anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a fact.
Yeah, because like you know what I mean. And then you see Carl, like my father, he's been killing. He made like 2K last week. Yeah, remember we like he had a lot of contracts. Yeah, he had a lot. But that's the thing. Yeah, he had a. You gotta put honestly, bro. Like I need like I'm taking my time. I probably could do it real soon now. Is put up like a rack, like literally, like why not putting up 1,000? You know this is going. You know where this is going, and you're not putting it up. You know what I mean? Like I don't mean like to feel like I predict the future, but in some ways I've seen this before. You know what I mean? Like, and I've done this before. It's a pattern. It's a very consistent pattern. Like, but it's interesting because when I met with with another trader, like, and I joined like another group, and I was talking to the trader, and he's like, he wouldn't even ever touch a rate. You know what I mean? He's like, he doesn't buy contracts that's not even like $1, which is $100 or more. And I get it because when the contracts cost more, like, because there's contracts that's like $10, $20, $50. You know what I mean? And $50, that's 5 racks.
Yeah.
So when you have a contract that's $50, a lot of people can't get in. So it creates a barrier to entry where you got less people coming in through that can fuck it up. I get that, you know what I mean? But though, if you know rig the way I know rig, it makes perfect sense to me. It makes perfect yeah, it makes perfect sense to me.
And you was the one telling me it's the cheapest one you can wear. That's around with.
Mm-hmm.
Makes so much damage.
It makes so much out of it, like because if you look at cross percentages, even some of my percentages in the past, 300%. But I actually got a 1100% on rig off my runner, like the contracts that I had left. You know how like I got a runner right now. I'm holding. You know what I mean? Yeah, like for example, I like so runners like you took profits, but you kept one. You know what I mean? Or you kept two, or you kept a few out of the many that you had, right? So I have a runner for a $6 call expiring April 19th. You know what I mean? So I got 25 days on it. I paid 21 for it. Right now it's 45. It went to 50 earlier. You know what I mean? So imagine if I kept all of them. I had at least 10 of these. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's not even about that because I've done rinse, wash, and repeat it so many times. I don't know how much I really made. You know what I mean? So that's it's better to get in and out, but you can always leave a few where it won't even matter because at the end of the day, if I lose 21 the bucks, it's not gonna affect me. You know what I mean? So yeah, I already made that. So I'm really like the way they say playing with house money, like you really get a chance to do that. But I bought, for example, I bought the $7 calls today, but it's moving much slower. You know what I mean? It went from like 88 to like 100. So I made like 12 bucks, you know what I mean? But in that same movement, the ones for 24 already went to 40, you know what I mean? But those expire in 11 days. Yeah, but it's short expiration. Yeah, yeah. So it's like I probably could have used that $8, maybe more money, but nah, I have to now build my shit to sit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, how many shares do you end up giving a rig anyway?
So I have 248 on my on my Thinkorswim, but it's cheap. It's cheap. And keep buying, bro, because I'm one day this is gonna go so high we don't even know. We don't even know.
Yo, I told you too. I get shares too.
Yeah, like that's what I do, man. Yeah, because you're gonna spend the money anyway. You're gonna spend the money anyway. So it's like just put it on autopilot. Mhm. And I just keep buying. Like even to it's what I've been doing because the thing is like I've been buying for a minute. So my average when I first started rate was like $7 and change when I started buying when I bought like 100 shares at once. So I had to buy a lot of shares to average down on shares. But averaging down on shares is where it's really at because you can average down on shares where you can even get your average price down to zero, which is crazy, which is some other shit. You know what I mean? So basically, what you do is so, so you could actually because like for example, I bought at $7. Look at rate, even though this rate is up, it just hit $6 like last week. You know what I mean? So the whole time I was down like $500 $600 on rate. You know what I mean? So even though I'm up, I'm still not even at break even on my shares. You know what I mean? But it's a beautiful thing because I was coming from such a lower position for so long. You know what I mean? So now I'm actually really up. You know what I mean?
More than just a share.
Yeah, I mean, cause you know I'm doing options too. You know what I mean? But just on my shares, technically, I'm down less. You know what I mean? Oh, go ahead. Let me keep going on this. Let's see. Yep. So that, but that's Thinkorswim on Robinhood. I had actually cracked 18, so I'm up 250 on the day. But at one point it was up what 3? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, my shares is pushing that. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I'm up on options, but I'm up more on the shares actually. You know? So let me see. How much am I up on this? I'm up 35 on this option. Because oh yeah, I had bought this today. The 4 5s, the $6 call, 4 5s. Yeah, I bought it at 26, it's at 35. I think it went to 40 earlier. It went up to 42 earlier. But I have 4 5, so I'm chilling. Like I know I already told you like the numbers that Rick got hit and where's Rick at right now? It's at 626. It's at 626 right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I told you $7 by May, right? And then honestly, the way it's going, it seems like it's gonna happen way before May. You feel me? But that's a very super conservative way of looking at it. You know what I mean? Because the real target is 680. 680 is where it fell from back December December 27th last year. So rig was at 680 last year, December 20th, it was at 680, and then it fell from 680 all the way down to 526 in January in 1 month. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? In 1 month. In 1 month. So the same way we go down, we go back up. So I'm like, eh, because mhm. I said because it was at 680 to I said 5. Well, the low was it closed. I closed at 528. But even if we were to say 680 to 580, that's $1, and then 80 to 28, that's minus 50, so $1.50. Yeah, I could just measure it on the chart. Like it does it for me. I don't gotta do all that shit in my head. But yeah, but I mean it's still good practice because you know like to really be successful in this market, it's all numbers. Yeah, so mhm. So yeah, and then there's like a measuring, to measure the time for me. So basically, the exact numbers from low to high. Oh, you FaceTime me? Yeah, but but look, so it said I'm looking at it. 13, 21 days. It took it 21 days to move down $1.58 in 21 days. So, all right, so let me write that down. That's actually good information. Like I'm doing research. hmm Yeah, and that was so December 2nd. That was when where it fell. December 2nd, 2023. Right? It was the high. What's the high? Let me see what the high is. I can't see the numbers. Oh yeah, there we go. So the high was 679. Write that down. High 679, right? And then in 21 days, the low was 523. So $1.58 in 21 days. In 3 weeks. You know what monthly options did? If you had puts, $8, bruh. If you had $8 puts and you held them, it's not even fair. You know what I mean? So you could have been like $7 puts and made even crazier bread. But the point is, okay, so all right, so it took 21 days and mind you, it's several legs, but that was one big leg, right? So now if I'm looking at rig right now, And what it did on the way up, it bottomed in February. Write this down. So it had earnings. And
2024, right?
yeah, so February 20th. If write this down, February 20th, it hit a bottom of four. What's the low? 445. Damn, shit went low. But I think I caught it like 460s. Yeah, in the 460s, that's where I went in. And then what it did was it consolidated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So 8 days consolidation. Consolidation when it stays in the range between 450 and 490. 8 day consolidation between 450, 490.
It's changing.
Yeah, it changes, but you got to know the phases. It's like the seasons, bro.
Right.
So you gotta like remember how I said consolidation? That's where it's not going nowhere. It does that for a certain period of time, and then guess what? It picks a direction. Direction it picks is gonna keep going there for a little
Right.
bit. You know what I mean? So or maybe a long time, but at least it's gonna keep going there. So then after that consolidation, there was a breakout candle, March 1st. March 1st, breakout. And it was a huge candle. And then from there, it started going up while consolidating for a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It went up while consolidating 5 days, consolidated in the uptrend. But now, if I count that until now, let's see what progress has it made. So that was March 1st till now. Wow. So rig has gone up 30%, 20, 20, 24 days. A dollar. So it went up $1.50. Okay, so now so basically from then it's up. Now remember it went down $1.50, but now it was up $1.50, and this time it took 24 days or 16 bars. Okay, 16 trading days. So it actually took less time. Remember last time was 21 to move $1.58. This time it's been 16 days and we already hit 635. So we already went up $1.50. Even though it's pulling back now, it's pulling back now. I don't even care. I know where it's going. You know what I mean? It's crazy though because I'm trading without a stop loss, but I know exactly where to get out. You know? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's my best bet because I know exactly where it's going. Like I know the target is so all right, so right now we hit TP2, the second target at 636, right? Next target is 650 because that's psychological number. But the real target is liquidity above that at 660 and 680 for real. But then once we hit 680, the real resistance is around that 690. Once you get close to $7, it's going to be a fight. I expect one, you know, but I expect the fight to happen probably around after 650, maybe in the 660s to 680s. So that's where we going. The amount of time I said put 3 weeks, but it might be 3 weeks might become 3 days, which is crazy. But I would normally say that, but Rig is just picking up more volume. So let's see how much time we have left in the day. Is the day almost over? Oh yeah, the day's about to be over. Okay, so the volume's like average, but
wouldn't 650 also be good as well?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying like where it's ultimately going is at least 680. But anywhere up, you can take profit from wherever you got in today.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're still in the 620s for real. But the fact that we cleared $6 so easily is crazy.
Right.
And that means that there's a lot more steam. It's like the momentum is still there, you know, even after the 2 down days. But yeah, definitely find a good position. And I would say like either buy a good amount of contracts or put a good amount of money in there and put a good amount of time in there. I would probably go for the
We have a week contract.
no, I have minimum 4 or 5, minimum 2 weeks. Yeah, minimum
This month.
for you mean the monthly or the 4 or 5? Oh, you mean for this month?
The 4-5 is in April, right?
Yeah, I don't got nothing for this month. No, I don't got nothing for this month.
And you got one for the year too, you said?
Yeah, I got one for the year. I got one for next month, and I think I have one for May. So I have April and May, and January,
That's
and yeah, and I have one for January 2026. I have 6 contracts where I'm up on those too. You know what I mean? But it's a $15 call. It's far out the money. But guess what? I got 2 years. You see how I'm using the time to leverage? You see what I'm saying? Like they're both bad, but then together, it's kind of good.
the delta and everything. Does it take a lot longer for it to go down?
No, like if you all right, so if I look at what I have is the 2026 $15 call. Like where is that? $15 call. All right. So the delta is look, the delta is 0.23, bro. Which
23 what cents?
it's 0.20, yeah, 23 cents. So that's $23 per dollar move on my contracts. I bought the contracts for 30 dollars. So if it moves $1, I almost double. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got
Yeah.
2 years for it to move $1, which is happening in, less than
Right,
6 months. It's happening in like sometimes 1 month, sometimes you know what I mean? Like we said, $1.50 in 21 days, that's like a month. So yeah, and then the theta, because it's 2 years, is point days over. I have to do shit today. But point is 0.0012. So I'm only losing 12 cents per day.
Right.
Of course, you add it up over 2 years, it's something, but that's a really good leverage. You know what I mean? I got a lot of time to make shit happen. And shit is already happening. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, it is already. Yeah, that's true.
So that gives me more reason to hold it. And I got 6 of them. So if anything, once I double, I could sell 3 and hold the rest.
Knocking out, guess you rocking out. But Rig.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. They say not to put all your eggs in one basket, but had I done that back when I first started, well, how far would I be? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But for the most part, I think even though they said don't put it all in one basket, there's some of the ones that people might know more about than others.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying someone's not gonna advise you to take something that's not popular unless they know they got the inside scoop.
But then I'm learning that what's popular is not the smart thing. What sneaky is, because Rig is not popular like that. It used to be more popular, but it's just when I look at what I've been learning from the group, people who think about it, who's more like the more it's crazy though, and it's a concept that I'm learning. It's like the more risky the trade, the safer the trade.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense when you say it, but what it means is more like if you enter the trade at a point where a decision has to be made, you're gonna know it's failed or it didn't. The worst thing is not so much winning or losing. It's not knowing right away and it playing with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's the worst thing. So you want to enter at the trade where either I'm gonna win or I'm gonna lose, but something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So because then you don't worry because you got a stop loss. You know what I mean? It's like all right, next time. But because if you got a real system, then you're gonna make money because every time you win. Mhm. Yeah. Back in 2008, it was $160 a share.
Okay. I don't see it getting. I don't know if I see it getting back to that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't need to. I'm getting it at not at $6 a share. You know what I mean?
How many steps has been in the last 5 years? Has it been $10 at least?
In the last 5 years, let's see. Is it? Let's see. Last 5 years. Let's see. That's a good question. 12 months. So let's see. This year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the high 5 years ago was 981.
Okay.
And then
It's been since then.
since 2019, yeah, 981. since 2019. The high it made last year, I told you, was 880.
Okay.
So we at least going up to there. If I'm thinking long term, if I'm thinking share stocks, I'm holding them for at least what, 10 years. So let's say I go back 10 years ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on, is that right? Yeah, 10 years ago, back in 2002, the high was 49. I think that's a good time to sell some shares. Hell yeah, if I get that, yeah, it's definitely. I don't have to sell them all either. You know what I mean? I could sell like half and retire probably, because I gotta think about how much shares I could have if I never turn off my automatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we got so that's a good math to do. How many shares would I have at this rate 10 years from now, right?
We can calculate it.
I
You do weekly investments or?
Yeah, I do weekly. So I do $20 a week, right? And I know the price of rig is gonna go up. So, but if I just use the average, let's just say $7. Let's make it go up a little bit, right? So you could buy almost 3 shares per week. You know what I mean? Right now, you probably could do it. So it's gonna fluctuate between 3 to 2 shares per week, right? So let's just say, there's 52 weeks in a year. The first year, I'm buying them at three, right? So 52 times 3 times 6, 3 times 156. So 156 shares, and that's the first year.
That's how much money that minus 56 shares. Assuming that it's gonna be at $7.
Yeah, that's at $7. If you do that money times 7, that's, let me see,
We
156.
should get into the thousand. I'm trying to get into.
We doing math. It's like, and to me, this is really simple. One, yeah, 156 times 7, 1,000. That's it. 1,092. That's it. Yeah.
We gotta go like in the.
No, but the main thing is, I mean, obviously we're gonna do more, but it's very good to keep it light and see what light could do, right? hmm Yeah, we're gonna do more, but that, so when I say that's it, I'm happy. I'm like, that's it, only 1,000, bro. I already threw that down. The year's not over yet. You know what I mean? So
Will be double.
double. No, no,
Well, are we probably saying that?
no. All we're doing, we're trying to figure out how many shares would I get, right? But that's how much money it would cost to buy 156 shares at $7. You know what I mean? So, but what I'm trying to do is figuring out how many shares would I accumulate in 10 years. You get me?
Right.
So eventually the price of rate is gonna go up. So I would say the first 5 years maybe I keep this up, but then it's gonna come down to 2 shares. You know what I mean? I'm only gonna be able to get 2 shares of that $20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at that, yeah, because price is gonna go up. So at that point, that means there's going to go up to $10 a share. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's at $10 a share. Like, see how we're forecasting? Like, this is some finance shit right here. So it's like 104, right? So let's just say the first 5 years, I get 156 shares. And then the second 5 years, I only get 104 shares. You know what I mean? So let's see. So then I do the math. 166 times 5. 156 times 5 is 780 shares, right? And then 104 times 5. 104 times 5 is 520. 520 plus 780, 1,300 shares
Shares in 5 years.
in 10 years at just $20 a week. Just $20 a week. Just $20 a week, you get 1,300 shares in 10 years. But now, if you lock in good prices, the benefit of buying every week is your average gets to stay low because you buy it when it's high, You buy it when it's low. So even when you're buying it when it's high, and I don't know, cause
I think it's a lot better because
yeah, because you're buying it both. You're buying it both when it's high and it's low, so you're gonna get the average of all that time. But what you
Yeah,
could
right.
do is right. What I would do is stop buying at a certain point and buy leaps and buy options because you don't want to mess up your average number, make it too high. Even though it's still gonna be lower. Like for example, like in 10 years it's gonna be at, let's say rig is at 45, right, or 40, right? Let's be conservative. You know what I mean? 30. You know what I mean? So even 30, right? If I'm buying right now in the $6 range and I buy it, let's say up to $10, maybe I'll get back to the $7 range, right? So now, even if I buy, even if I keep buying, right, and it goes, and my average becomes like 750, at $30, that's more than triple. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So at that point, I don't have to keep buying because even if rate goes up, my average is gonna go up with it. The benefit is to keep that number low, right? So have a limit where I stop buying the shares, but I keep them and I buy more leaps to hold and sell. So if I want profit, I take my profit more from the options and not from the stock. Like I hold the stock probably longer. You know what I mean? Because
So
this is
we basically trying to do both
yeah.
with some options, and we just do long term. Long
Yeah.
terms are good up until I feel like even towards the uptrend, like
Yeah. Like right now, I just bought the yearly. Like you see what I just bought on rig. The year I got next year and the year after that, and I got years after that. You know what I mean? So I got long term.
I'm about to go look at some right now.
Yeah, and you notice.
My trading view, man.
Mhm.
I've been using that other tool on Robinhood.
The simulate my returns?
It's
You
the thing
got
with the bunch of line with the MAC lines and MAC
okay, so that's the chart. Okay.
the chart.
Yeah, the chart where you can see moving average. They improved their chart. But they also got another cool feature too, called simulate my returns where it will tell you how much you'll make by what date. Yeah. So they stepped their game up. They really did. But yeah, but if you noticed, I don't even be playing weeklies no more. I mean, unless I'm really, in and out for that day.
Right.
I don't even, there's no, because if I'm trying to hold this, then I need to buy time. Like if you want to swing, you have to buy extra time more than you need.
Right.
It got to be able to move faster.
You see that's real obvious, right?
And it's like, why break your back and try to do the impossible? Like I'm gonna buy $7 calls expiring this week for what? It's cheap as fuck. For what? You trying to be a hero? I'm trying to get that 10x because if it happens, you can get that 10x. But it's like, but if it don't happen, you lose money. It's like rate can go down this week, and I'm still fine because it's really by next week I would even have to really make a decision. You know what I mean? But I would like, but if anything, I'm trying to sell it this week because I have expiration in 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Right. So you got enough time.
Yeah, and then I have beyond that with the April 26th. You know, so having that time and relaxing, it's like every day it could be a little bit more money.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. You bail out at any time.
I could be out anytime.
One is good because if it's more than enough, you fly. Let me definitely get.
But let me just get out because I don't need to stay. I don't need to stick around. Or if you want to stick around, I'll leave a runner one.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But it's like I could just show. So.
I gotta try to practice more.
Yeah, but I mean, you do the most important thing really well, which is taking profits, which everybody struggles with. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because they staying and they losing so fast.
They just see the numbers and their eyes light up, and they get hypnotized. But it's like you already remembering your past times right away. Like don't watch it. You know. And what it is like you have to do both. You have to be able to be out, make some money, and then have some money that could just sit there, and you could appreciate the slow money because the slow money is the real money. We all want to make the fast money, but there's way more money made from the slow money because it's consistent. You know. Yeah, but yeah, I just did like a little recording for my YouTube. Been doing more live recording. You know, I think I'm recording right now. Yeah. I just been like going through my screens and stuff.
Which channel on YouTube family?
Which your Joseph?
It's on a.
If you click on my like I think I dropped one of my coffee videos on there. One of my YouTube videos is basically from YouTube. So if you click on that video, it's me live trading rig. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like it's kind of long, and then I started like making shorter clips instead to drop like just to update it. But it still is just me showing everything before the trade even popped and everything. So it's pretty cool. Me just watching myself, and I'm realizing as much as I watch other people's content, I have to watch my own and ingest myself. Yeah. But yeah, but not for nothing. I was talking to my other man's like remember I was telling you like my other man's he uses quants like he uses like data on SPY and like able to make certain returns on certain days, certain big news events like CPI and FOMC and like just a whole bunch of different events. And he's able to all he does is play 0 days and he makes 20% and he's out. And yeah, it's just pretty dope because you just get your money real quick and you're done. But the problem is that you got to keep risking it. And I realized like that's the only problem with trading. You got to keep like it's like you just double up. You're like double or nothing again. Like nah, you can't keep doing that. You can't keep doing that. You're gonna lose. Yeah, it's only a matter of time. So I realized like how can I trade less but get more out of it? It's the swing trade. If I know how to time the market, I'm doing myself a disservice to only scalp. Scalping is cool too. I should do both, but only scalp is taking away my ability to time things that's going to be a bigger move because when we scalp, we just take a little piece of that. Imagine I could get the whole thing. Not even the whole thing, but just a bigger piece. You know what I mean? Like a piece that I could chill on, and it's a difference because when I'm scalping, I'm trying to be quick, but now I could just relax. I could take a nap, smoke a blunt.
I'm looking at that list. I'm gonna look at the trading view too a little bit more.
Yeah, and then once y'all get to the point where y'all can, well, some of y'all might not be able to do that, but like if y'all could ever use a laptop or a desktop and use Thinkorswim, it's a game changer.
Okay.
I used to only trade on my phone.
You could do it. So I could do everything on Thinkorswim on my laptop.
Yep, on your laptop,
I think I downloaded. I have it on my laptop.
So you got to start using it. You should use the demo, practice buying and selling at the click. You know what I mean? Active trader.
So how to do trading view? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but now we step in. This is the year of prosperity, man, and like it's the dope thing is that I'm really trading without fear. I have no emotion. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna do what it's gonna do, and like I don't want to say I'm 100%, but I'm not worried. Like it's 80%, 80%. That's good enough for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm still doing it. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot from them. I'm doing a lot of charting. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of information. I can't learn it all fast enough, but it's dope because it's increasing my IQ as a trader and specifically as an option trader to realize like what's going on in the options market. What are market makers trying to do? They're trying to balance things out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because all the everything was going up with tech, and then everything's going down. And they probably put towards other.
Everything's about they're doing a balancing act. That's all they're doing. One hand is buyers, the other hand is seller, and they're trying to balance it out because they're not trying to pay nobody. You know what I mean? They're trying to make us pay ourselves, pay each other. You get me?
Pay each other.
Yeah, pay each other.
We're spending our money on them, and some of us are making it, some of them aren't.
Exactly. So when I make money, somebody else is losing, and that money's going to my account, and vice versa. You get me? But they have a part in it where they can lose money because sometimes they weren't trying to like I won too much money. You know what I mean? It's like I put in $70, next day it's 2 racks. Someone's getting fired. Someone's getting like how'd you let this happen?
GameStop, like if I would have known at that time before, like other stuff, like
so the opportunity's here, and it's like we're living in an age of opportunity, but you have to learn and you have to apply and you have to learn from the right people. Otherwise, and that's one thing about learning from them is like I feel like when I go to class with them, I feel slow. I'm like I feel slow. I be making people feel slow, and I don't even try. So it's like it's dope for me to feel it. You know what I mean? It's so dope.
At least you understand the language. when he goes in and out of these complex, thoughts.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you would have lost somebody 5 minutes ago, but I'm still hanging in there. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. Cause he had a class about the VIX, and I learned a lot,
Yeah.
like about the VIX, cause we have to like it's crazy, bro. Like, all I can say is the person who invented this shit is a beyond genius because how they able to balance out everything so that it works is crazy. Because with VIX, it's measuring the volatility. So it's not just like because usually like, I'd be looking at it like okay, it's the opposite. Like the SPY goes up, the VIX goes down, the VIX goes down, the SPY goes up, right? But
Right.
there's been times where the VIX is up, the SPY is up. The VIX is down, the SPY is down. So understanding what it truly is and not what it seems to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, need you for that, man. Need you for that. Somebody gotta be,
hmm
to
Be thorough. Yeah, but I'm.
I'm gonna keep in touch. We stay same vibes. If you see anything else, if I hear anything on the news, I'm gonna just ask you. Me all that.
Yeah, because you be hearing things.
So
Yeah.
I'm right now, but I'll be reading a lot of things, right?
Yeah, reading. I gotta read some books too. It's like this is my time to really, thrive.
If I could pick up something, read it.
hmm Yeah. Yeah. I have to say hi to Shirley. Um, hey.
Winning, trying to win this battle, but I have really good support system and family.
At least she's here.
I'm actually doing it right now. I use aloe vera like for my skin, but I've been I've been doing sour stuff. A lot of sour stuff things. Which is like me personally, I'm calm talking like the one thing that was skin so of course with a lot of other stuff as well. I take like certain supplements for my side effects. I'm sorry, what? I think that's good for you is good like taste good for you. But like when it's really like vitamin supplement for your teeth, you have to have discipline and you just have to like do it even if you don't want to. I still have the painting made. It's in my music video. So I don't even know. Barber, he's my barber.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you was my best barber though.
Yeah, he's so good at what you do. He's an artist too. I love that.
And we went training together.
I heard.
Yeah.
Okay, how's everybody on your end? Your family, your parents, your brothers? Oh, really? You left last night?
That was cold.
Yeah.
You got a crib, right?
It's still cold in Buffalo.
How's the real estate out there?
That's crazy how the niggas still talk to each other from like that was a time. White Plains was a time. Like, it was a powerful city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like underrated. Okay. But it's a big. It's one of the.
Because you chose there out of randomly.
Oh, so I got into school. That's it. I knew nothing about it before.
What did you buy though?
It was a school that was accepting students in New York, and I wanted to go to college. And that's what our parents wanted, and I did it.
Yeah, I don't think you selected it.
It just selected me to send them.
The trip back that bring up 3,000.
I think you put in the first one. It was like white boy, like it's put in the first one. I'm like, you put it in the first. Like, no, I didn't see it. In your hand.
Stay in the market though. Yeah, just keeping it up. Yeah. I probably still do some of the same things. Like watch Avatar. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's why you watch. It's better than the crown fry other shit. They more flavor. It used to have an interesting taste that became bitter to me. Yeah, it became that bitter. Like, it'll be good at first, and then it becomes worse as you keep eating. But Mario's was lit. Mario's pizza, right at the corner. Yeah, the corner. That used to be not cool with the owners, the slices. Stop recording this. The day is over, y'all. Daily rate recap. Very nice pullback. But wow. Well, last recap. I can tell I'm ready to be done with this, but yeah, look at that recap on the hourly. Another flag. Flag number one. Flag number two. Gonna break this high. Although we could afford to retest deeper. And I won't mind that either. I'm just playing a waiting game at this point. So even though things pull back, we just wait and watch. You have to be able to get these swings look. So in the finishing up 202, but at one point we were up what 320. So it don't really matter. I mean, it don't really matter to me because I know what I'm going for in the end. And then the main point is once I sell these, how many amount of these drop, I'll buy some more. And then these, um, finish at 33. They did have a high of 42. I wish I sold maybe one or two, but I don't know if it should go higher based off of what I've seen. The levels, but I seen 40s was like I have the week, I have the month. So it's around the high. So all right, we're gonna break these highs. I bet. Nice. This is interesting. Then make or swim. $50 under 2K. That's light. Still got some money. We'll take some. This is the main one I want to take. These as cash. Maybe even this one too. Hold this one and just take out some cash to use. Yeah, I think that'll be enough. Yeah, so that'll be it. Yeah. All right, peace out, y'all.